Thinking up ways to ruin other people's lives?
Danny, you can make me out to be the bad guy all you want, but I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah, you keep believing that.
I really wish you could have kept your mayor's seat, I do. But what's more important? Front row seats at every parade or doing right by the people who believe in you?
What makes you think they're gonna believe in me now?
Danny, think of the respect that you're going to command from this town once you finally bring the mob down.
What's that gonna cost me?
People I work for are pretty clear on this. If you refuse, Danny.
I'm not refusing.
Okay. Good, so we got a deal.
Mm-hmm. On one condition. I'm not gonna lie to Michelle. I'm not asking for your permission.
Well, you're not calling the shots, Danny.
You want me to help you bring down the mob? I'll do it, but I am not lying to my wife.
You're not lying to your wife. You've already lied to your wife, Danny. Construction, sanitation, does that ring a bell?
Those arrangements
were arrangements that you made, knowing full well what they meant.
I can't go back into the mob and expect Michelle to just stand by me.
Well, then you might have to consider letting her walk.
No way. We'll do this together.
That's not a good idea.
O'Neill, Michelle and I have been through a lot together, and we can get through this. But if I start lying to her, I'll kill my marriage.
Well, do you want to kill her? Do you want her to die? Because that's the risk you'll be running if you tell her.
I'm giving you what you want. Don't push it.
Okay, let's say you tell her. What if Michelle slips up? What happens to her then? What happens to your kid then?
It's your job to protect my family.
Well, my job gets a little harder, Danny, if you tell her. As a matter of fact, it gets impossible.
Hey, if you can't guarantee...
I don't guarantee anything.
That is what you told me
Well,
the
that's
other
what
night.
I thought you'd keep your mouth shut.
You thought wrong. And if you let anything happen to my wife or my son, you'll pay.
Danny, you know as well as I do, the way to keep everyone safer is to keep Michelle in the dark.
You don't understand something. It won't work. Michelle knows me too well.
All right, why don't you just paint a bullseye on her forehead?
No, O'Neill, you've already done that. So if I'm in danger, my family's in danger.
Well, the danger gets greater if she knows what's going on.
You can't separate me from my wife and my kid.
Do you understand what this is going to require from Michelle?
I'm not changing my mind.
You know the toll that she's going to be put under, being on 24/7,
Michelle
day
is
after
a lot
day?
stronger than you think.
I know
We've been through a
why,
hell of a
Danny.
lot
I know
worse.
why you want to tell her. You figure at least she'll be by your side when things get ugly, and they are going to get ugly. And you think that's a good thing, but it's not, Danny. It's a bad thing. You got to stop thinking with your heart and start thinking with your head.
I'm not going to lie to her.
Don't you think you're being a little bit selfish?
The last time I did something like this, Michelle divorced me, and I almost lost her for good.
Well, what can I say, Danny? She might hate you, but at least she'll be alive. You going back to the Beacon?
Yeah, why?
Good. I want to show you something. You want a drink or something?
You said you wanted to show me something.
Yeah.
Well?
When I said that you had to protect Michelle, this is why. Her name's Rebecca.
Let me guess. You were in love with her.
We graduated top of our class. First and second, officers training.
She was obviously first.
She was a brilliant agent, dedicated, skilled, disciplined, and she was the only partner I ever had.
What happened to her?
I killed her.
She had two weaknesses. She thought she could do anything. And she fell in love with me. That's what killed her.
Why are you telling me this?
So that you'll see.
What? See what?
Danny, we were working a job. It was the Russian mob. It was deep undercover, but not deep enough. They caught her. They held her for a couple of weeks. They tried to break her. They tried to get her to talk, but she wouldn't give me up. Do you know why? Because of me, because she loved me.
Right. That wouldn't happen.
That wouldn't happen. Huh?
Nope.
Michelle loves you in the very same way, Danny.
We are gonna protect her, aren't we?
What if we fail? What if Salerno's people get a hold of her?
We can't let that happen.
If she doesn't know anything, they'll know that, and maybe they'll spare her. But if she does know something...
We won't fail.
If she does know something, Danny, they're gonna go at her, and they're not gonna stop
No,
until...
Don't even say
Danny,
it.
think about it. These people don't care that she's a woman or that she's a mother. All they care about is that she is your wife. And she will pay the price.
No, she won't.
I don't beg, Danny. This is as close as I'm ever gonna come. Keep her out of it. Michelle loves you enough to die for you, Danny. Do you love her enough to lie? So what's it gonna be?
I don't know.
What do I have to say to convince you?
Nothing. All right, I won't tell her. I won't tell Michelle.
Okay. Great. You're making the right choice here.
Yeah, let's hope Michelle sees it that way. Now I want something from you.
Okay, what?
I don't want anybody else to pay for anything I've done. I want guaranteed immunity for Tony, Bill Lewis, and Cassie Winslow. Deal?
Agreed.
Now what?
Now, the recount swings the vote in Ross's favor, and you become bitter, angry Danny.
That won't be hard.
You gotta make Vinny believe, Danny. You gotta make him take you back into the fold, and then we'll be home free.
Right. Thanks for sending me back into hell.
I'll do my best to make it a short visit.
Just save it for somebody who thinks you care.
I do care, Danny.
Come on, O'Neill, let's be real about this. It's just a job. Just a job.
No, it's more than a job now for both of us.
We through?
You asked me what I was giving up. Well, the answer is simple. Whatever it takes.